Hey everybody, how are y'all doing? Welcome to 12th House Tarot. I hope y'all weekend packed full of fun, surprises, joy, peace, happiness, prosperity, abundance, love, support, mutual reciprocity, all that good stuff, equality. Oh yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. All right, Father, Mother God, thank you for all that you have done, all that you are doing, all that you will do, and all that you continue to do. Guide us and those ancestors and spirit guides and our whole spiritual team of the light and the light only known and unknown to be able to come through and support as we do your work, as we reveal, bind, rebuke, and destroy all demonic and negative energies, entities, and auras in all dimensions and all realms and all realities and all aspects of life for the highest good of all in life, light, love, divinity, purity, prosperity, and protection. Amen and Ashe. All right, I got my headphones in today, so I tested it out, and even though it's windy out, it worked pretty good. So let me know if this audio is a bit better, because I know last time it was not. It was not. All right, so what is the overall energy for the collective? Oh, we got 2 cards. All right, so we have Let Go and Soul Song. All right. Let Go and Soul Song. Let it go, let it go. Hey, look, it's wintertime where I'm at. I can sing the song. Definitely got Archangel Michael, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Camiel, Archangel Metatron. All around you. They are guiding you, they are protecting you, they are helping you go through this process of letting go, which coincidentally is also a rebirth and transformation for you as well. When you let things go, we are then reborn again into new wisdom, to new knowledge, information, insights, foresights, discernment, revelations, all that good stuff. When you truly release and you truly let go, you've gained the wisdom of everything from those ruminating thoughts and emotions and those patterns. And now you're able to actually fully release it. Keep that wisdom, because that becomes part of your treasure chest, and be able to move forward and allow and be able to have that space so something else can come in. Card 18. So yeah, process of letting go is the first step into infinite possibilities, which is also a closing and a completion of a cycle. 9. Next card, we have Soul Song. You've been able to let go and release to allow whatever is new that's coming in. That was a whole book of cards that fell down. Did y'all hear that thud? You are able to come more into alignment with your soul song. Know that you are divinely guided to sing your soul song. Y'all remember the movie Happy Feet? And I was like, well, Penguin is a penguin and all without a soul song. But he had the whole drum line in his little feet. So it don't matter how you sing your soul song. It's your soul song. It's your purpose. It's your authenticity. It's your uniqueness, your individuality. The one thing, look, God, oh, y'all funny. God, you are made in God's image, right? You are made in Mother, Father, God's image. By being made in Mother, Father, God's image, there is only one supreme God. One supreme God of all gods, God that made gods, that made everything and everybody else. And guess what? It's only one. So guess what? There's only one of you. You are made in the image. Therefore, there is only one of you. One. So all those uniqueness, that individuality that separates you from the billions of people that is on this earth, embrace it. That is your soul song. That is a part of your soul song. And there's so many different aspects of us that has that. That one thing that makes you different, that sets you aside, sets you apart. Something flipped over. Oh, okay. I was looking like something flipped. All right, and that is card 41. Ooh, by releasing and letting go and ending this cycle, with clear intentions and purity, you are creating a stable foundation that is going to allow you to move forward into your new beginning through embracing your individuality and your uniqueness. All right, so the first card that came out is the Hangman with the Fool. The Hangman in reverse, the Fool, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Six of Coins. So with now knowing, now understanding that you either need to release or what it is that you need to release, and being able to really embrace who it is that you are on an authentic, individual, unique level, you are taking this leap of faith, but also at the same time, you're not rushing into anything mentally or emotionally. You are taking your time, because you notice when you do that, there's a pattern of you coming into a Ten of Swords and being burdened and having to worry, having these worries, these fears, these doubts. Well, also this also can read as that, but taking this leap of faith, you don't have those fears. You don't have those that emotional baggage or those worries in your mind or things left over from the past that allows you to look. You ain't Erica Badu bag lady. You're not, and you're good, and you realize that, because look, in this card with the Ten of Swords in reverse, this is the Ten of Swords upright. Even upright, the swords aren't able to penetrate. Like right now, I'm getting that, he's on his knees praying, he's pathing, he's talking to his ancestors, he's talking to the spiritual team. But they got you, they are protected. You're talking to Father, Mother, God, the archangels, your guardian angels. They got you and they protect you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. With it in reverse, and he's realizing that, this is these fears, these thoughts, these worries of being harmed and hurt and all this other stuff. It's in my mind. These swords can't penetrate me. It was a worry, it was a thought, it was a fear. And this brings you to the Six of Coins. You'll be getting an offer coming in, a tangible one that will be balanced. But you got to work hard for the rest. Like he's given just one, right? It's going to be mutual reciprocity, and that's going, depend, and that's where that balance is going to come in. It has to be mutual reciprocity between, you and whatever this new offer is in the 3D, in the tangible world. So then you have the Five of Wands upright and the Five of Coins in reverse. We're moving into this door, coming out of this lack mentality. The Hangman in reverse with the five of Wands. So with the Hangman in reverse and this Five of Wands, right? The Five of Wands is the door opening. Yeah, you're no longer stagnant. You're no longer having to contemplate, having those ruminated thoughts or worries. You release, you let go, you surrender, and yeah, you're moving forward into a door. This leap of faith, it's not going to lead you into the Five of Coins. It's not going to lead you into something that is going to leave you just out and about. Yeah, the Knight of Coins followed by that. Oh, it's going to come in quickly with the Star, the Devil, and the Eight of Coins. Now, see, why is the World card in reverse? So you have the Star, the Devil. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Nope. Try to catch it. All right, so, okay. So we have the Star. After the Knight of Coins, you got the Star, the Devil, and the Eight of Coins. So things are going to, and then underneath the Devil is the Two of Coins in reverse. followed by the Tower in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Coins. Okay, so because, and then you got the World in reverse, Justice, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Lovers upright. Okay, that goes with the Queen of Swords. I seen the Emperor. And then the Six of Cups. Okay, so whatever it is that's going to be manifesting, it's due to some type of injustice that had you left out in the cold and not willing to move forward, not willing to take a leap of faith, unable to take leaps of faith, to be able to just trust the situation. Sorry, there's an airplane. And it's not a Page of Cups. It's something that you've gone through before. So, and Judgment came out underneath the Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, so there was Judgment called. All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles and the Magician in reverse. So, it was an offer that you had in the past. You didn't learn your lesson. It was not true love. Things were being promised. It was supposed to be mutual reciprocity. You end up doing more of the hard work. So an offer relationship, it's an offer. When you get into a relationship, there is some sort of offering of each other's time and energy and compassion and all that good stuff. So, however this is for you, could be relationship, friendship, family ships, job, household. But this time, this situation, like, you're aware, and even though it is a commitment, the cage door is open. So with the Devil coming out this time with the Two of Coins, there was some form of injustice, but I'm picking up more so in the past, because this whole first line was really talking about things that was into the past up to the Ten of Swords. But then the Six of Coins, it changed it into something that is coming, an offer being called. The Ten of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Devil with the cage door open, which thoroughly explains the fact that everything that it was in your mind, know that whatever it is that you are about to get into, there's always an exit plan. There's always an escape. You always have a backup plan. But if things ever get unbalanced, know that your spiritual team got you. They are guarding you. They are protecting you. So that's what the Ten of Swords and so that brings it all the way around. Know that they got you. They protect you. They are guarding you. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. If anything that starts off good, because some stuff can start off very, very good, and it just turns left out of nowhere, whether it was instantly or years down the line. You're like, what is this? You have the ability to move and move out of that and move forward. Some magician in reverse want to balance something out because they feel left out. The Five of Coins. They're going through some changes that they don't want to go through. The Ace of Goblets and the Seven of Coins. Okay, so we'll move back up here. So it caused your world to stop moving, but there's always justice. Anytime that you are left out in the cold and things just seems just to be really going left field, there was some form of interference. But just know that regardless of whether people think they could do something, it's going to be allowed, and that interference allows you to be able to release, to heal, to let go, to embrace more of yourself. So either way it goes, for real, for them, it's a lose-lose situation. I don't understand why they keep trying to do this stuff. Because no, you really don't have any power to put a curse, a hex, or bind, or hold, or do anything to anyone. Know that karma is going to come back and tap that ass, whether this lifetime or the next lifetime. Either way it goes, it's going to happen in Tower. So that it was, you went through some hell and high water for that world to be in reverse. But you came up out of that, there was a Tower moment. And people that did cause you all that heartache and pain, there was a Tower moment for them. You said, we're not going through that no more. You brought down the tower and look, and then the emperor became the emperor. Really into that, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and really embracing that and embracing it on a completely different level. Think about and look at in your mindset through reflection all the stuff you've gone through, all the stuff you made it through. Have you, things that should have honestly taken you out, especially in this day and age. Like, it should not be normal to hear people telling testimonies and stories and sharing things like, oh yeah, no, I trust me, I should not be here. That's now become a norm. That is not normal. It shouldn't be, but it has, because people really don't want. They know justice is going to happen. They don't understand the Book of Revelations, and they don't want to have the revelation to be able to change and live a prosperity life, and live a prosperity life, and live a prosperous life. But so with the Page of Coins, you did have something like this happen in the past. But judgment was called on this Page of Cups. Justice, you literally have the Page of Cups in reverse. Justice on the left side of it. Judgment underneath it, and the Lovers. So yeah, you're going to be moving into a new partnership, a new relationship, and yeah, there's going to be times of imbalances, but there's still the Six of Cups, because you got the Two of Coins in reverse, and that's underneath the Devil. The Devil's going to be there lurking. It's going to be there lurking. But also know that in the relationship, yeah, you are bound, but it's by the Star and the Eight of Coins. You got to put in work. You got to put in your effort. They got to put in their effort. And yeah, that's something that you are. But at any given time, so this is a free will choice to be in whatever that is coming. Know that you have the free will choice, the free will option to decide whether to engage in this or not. And at any given time, if something is going to go imbalance, that anytime something's going to go imbalanced, know that you have yourself. But there is also going to be something that's going to try to come in between and cause some form of heartbreak, because you got it in reverse. They don't like this Two of Cups. They're going to try to cause a tower. They're going to try to first cause imbalance in the practical things. That's going to be a reverse tower. They're going to try to disrupt, the partnership, the teamwork, the effort, the whatever the commitment is. That's in reverse. That's not going to happen. Okay, then you're going to try to affect you on try to find some sort of naivety, an inner child wound that hasn't been healed, but you're releasing and you're letting go. So that's the last step. If you go through the sobriety, or even healing through grief, the last step is release and let go, because you got to be able to process all of that. It's not going to work, even though you're still jovial and very, very optimistic about what the future can hold. You're not cynical. These situations didn't turn you to a cynical being or a cynical person, or have a cynical mindset, or how you move about the way in the world, because you're not hurt. You notice that for whatever reason nonsense happened, it happened for a reason. You might not understand now, but you're gonna find out later on. It's the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're gonna find out later on. And yeah, that nonsense is going to be put to peace. It's going to be at a complete ending. Look, you got the Six of Cups again. It's going to be at an ending. No more being left out in the cold. Ooh, got the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands upright with the Ace of Cups. Look, I keep looking at these cards. The Nine of Swords in reverse after the Queen of Wands, and then the Ace of Cups. Yeah, no more fighting. Judgment again is going to be cold. It's going to be called. Ooh, judgment's going to be cold. All right, yeah, people that's meddling and stuff they ain't got no business meddling in, that is slowing down your progress where it is God needs you to go. because they don't like whatever it is or whoever or whatever it is you got going on, out of jealousy, hate, greed, envy, destruction, or their own heartbreak, their own inner child healing that they have not healed, that they have not gone through. Know that there's going to be, okay, back over here. Know that the world in reverse is clarified by the Five of Wands. I mean, the Nine of Wands and the Tower with the Emperor. Yeah, things are justice, judgment. Things are being balanced out completely. And here you go, the Ten of Swords in reverse again. The Knight of Wands in reverse. We had the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands in reverse. With the Four of Wands, there's going to be a celebration. There's going to be stability. There's going to be happiness, celebration, joy, prosperity, abundance. These energies really don't want you to be in that state. Why? Because when you manifest from a place of love, God is love. Everything was created essentially out of love. That's one of the highest forms. That is one of the highest forms of manifestation. You have that part of love and prosperity and joy and abundance and peace and happiness. Misery loves company. There are a lot of miserable people out here in the world, and you can see them. Like, some people are known as Karens. I heard there's a male term for Karens, but I forgot what they had said. But yeah, misery loves company. They can't have it all. They don't want you to have it all. Explains a lot of understanding in politics, huh? They can't have it all. It's impossible for them to have it all. So since they can't have it all, guess what? When nobody else can have it all, we're going to make sure y'all have less. And less and less and always have less. No, ain't happening. On a global level, this is exactly what's happening. People just love misery, loves company, really trying to intervene with people's lives, people that have callings, that are missions and called into high places, and being able to change laws and change everything. They trying to take them out, and no more. Because now it's blatant obvious. It's just completely obvious. It's obvious at this point. And y'all gonna get caught. They're still trying to, the system and doing this. Yeah, they're still trying to hold us in imprisonment by showing like, hey, yeah, there's inequality. But on a global level, y'all don't have that power. And y'all know y'all don't. On a higher level, y'all don't have that power. Y'all know that y'all don't. That's why anytime y'all do some type of injustice, not lock somebody up for shooting an unarmed kid, there's going to be hell to pay. The thing is, it might not fall on you, but you could be putting that on your children or your kids' kids, your grandbaby. Like, how fair is that for them because you did something wrong and you knew better? I'll be mad at you too. Look, we all ain't got ancestors of just light. We got ancestors of dark. You really did some nonsense like that. Now I gotta be here and fix this. I gotta live through this. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm gonna need you to go on that way, cause you call judgment on them too. Like, you know what? You ever reincarnate back on here? I'm a wait till I become an ancestor. Because nah. So the demons around this energy, the negative energies, you have Ashtaroth, justice. Tell how the angels fell, reveals the past, present, and future, teaches liberal science. You're really trying to blame it on us. Yeah, there's a lot of things that our ancestors did wrong. Like, they had no business selling their own relatives or their daggone enemies. Why? Because we all black. And then they end up getting played in the process, being promised riches and kingdoms and guns and weaponry and booze and all this other shit that they did not get. Yeah, they got the okie doke. They got ooped real big too. But we did not start it. Yeah, they had a way of paying debt through a form of servitude. Like, hey, you owe somebody something. Okay, you can work it off. Hey, I need you to help me out with the crops for the next 2 years or something. Depending on whatever it was. But it wasn't like that. It wasn't. It wasn't. And sure, that ain't black history. That's world history. Because the whole world was entitled to it. Hell, Spain funded the whole dang on thing. But we ain't teaching and sharing none of that. Okay. Um, but that's why they're trying to change the educational system. That's why people are trying to influence you into do, hey, know this, hey, know this. Oh, no, this is what happened. This is what caused the bad. This is and this and this and this. But you're being told by the ascended master something completely different. You're being told by your spiritual team, by your spiritual tribe, that it's something completely different. Like it's more to that, it's deeper to that, and you know it. So the stuff that you have a deeper insight on, deeper connection to, which is a part of your soul song, which is why you are uniquely you the way that you are. Yeah, do we fit in certain categories? Yeah, we all be in the army of the Lord. Yeah, but there are different. You go back to any military, you got the Navy, you got the Air Force, you got the Army, you got the Reserves, you got the National Guard. You know, there's different occupational departments, and then even within them, there's different specialties, and everybody is not going to do everything when they learn something the same way. They're going to do it that in a way that suits them. That works just right for them. And your strength ain't gonna be their strength, and their strength ain't gonna be your strength, and vice versa. And that's why it all works together. It's the same exact dang on thing. So embrace that, and embrace that you know the truth, and you know where what they call justice ain't really justice. You got the Four of Swords. Teaches grammar, logic, and rhetoric can make one appear like a soldier. So you got these demons out here really scared for real, for real. They sending people in that's literally in bondage because they made a pact or a deal with the devil. And now they gotta pretend to be a soldier, and they're really not a soldier, and they gotta come up against you. They didn't set them up for the okie doke. They didn't really set these people up for an okie doke, trying to take down someone that is divinely, tactically trained and protected. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. And our soul, our purpose, our mission, our calling, our life paths is just that. And you got the star, and then the star come out. Look, they really trying to, okay, let's see if we can set up an equal match to try to, no, it still ain't working. You got Gaiap, the other dude with the Four of Swords, Chemise. Gaiap can cause love or hate, can make one ignorant and without sense, delivers familiars from other magicians, can move from one place to another. Well, we didn't understand why that magician in reverse came out. And he had judgment with the Three of Pentacles, and this was under the Page of Cups. So I want to know what this last, offer that wasn't what it was. He had judgment. That's Archangel Michael, supernatural deck. You got judgment with the Three of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Chalices or Cups in reverse. I mean, this the Seven, and then the Ace of Goblets. So we know where that magician came from, and as well with the star. It was through the star. They can't embody how you manifest. So they got to do trickery to be able to do that. But everything they did, everything they touched is going to continue to crumble. Why? Because they came up against you. They did something they were not supposed to do. They dabbled in magic they were not supposed to do. They broke laws because the magician you already do know. And they just didn't care. And they said, okay, I'm going to get away with it. No, you can't. God sees, Mother, Father, God sees everything. If you can't hide from God, what the hell is the point in lying to anyone else? Because at the end of the day, hell, if you going to lie to somebody, lie to Father, Mother, God, because that's the one you need to be able to get away with some stuff with. But since you can't, I'm not understanding. You got the Eight of Swords, kills by drowning and can sink ships, controls the seas and the winds, will spare any life by request. Folklore. So yeah, these people once again making deals because they drown and they hurt, they can't manifest. They drown in their emotions and their thoughts and don't know how to control themselves. So they make a deal with the devil, then they got to come up against you. Oh, but ain't nothing working to actually truly harm you. To harm your youthful spirit. The Three of Swords is always in reverse, and judgment gets called anytime they try to do it. You got the Five of Swords. Sabnot. Builds high towers, castles, and cities, afflicts men for many days with wounds full of rot and maggots. They really trying to, they trying to hurt you. Now they're going to try to hurt you physically, in the physical realm. But it's not going to work. You're not going to get sick. You're not. Because, yeah, they are. They had literally been attacking you in every which way. Everything is out here. And they just can't. And they're flabbergasted. They really shouldn't be. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands, Earthiel, the preventing God. Propagation of light confounds the wicked and slanders, saves from enemies. Y'all, do I even need to? The Hermit, Ebamia, Word of God creating all. Alchemy and transformation, rules natural events, help with spiritual progress. Seven of Swords, Manichael, God nurturing and maintaining everything. Knowledge of good and evil, appeases divine anger, cures epilepsy. Yeah, see, appease divine anger. That means there is such thing as righteous anger. And it's where you see some injustices, you see things going out, and then you know what? You call it out. And that could be in the public, that could be in your own life. You see it, you notice it, you are able to cast out those demons, those negative energies from all aspects of your life for the past, present, and future generations. You have that gift. That is the power of your words. And that's why they don't want you to enjoy the happiest place. But even still, when you call out, you have righteous anger because you know there's something. You're not attacking that person because of how you are feeling and everything, but you know the patterns of injustices that they have done. There is a difference. That is working with anger on a level full of integrity and doing what is right. Hell, Malcolm X had righteous anger. Got the Four of Wands, God the Savior. Rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. And then you move on. You move on. Because that's all you want. You want people to be happy. You want everybody to be happy. You want to be happy. Ten of Cups. God, master of the universe. Divine warrior, confounds the wicked, brings victory and peace. And they try to call out their warriors. Well, people pretending to be warriors. That's not even a warrior up against someone who is a warrior that's guarded by other warriors. Yeah, how that working out for you, though? But yeah, you do want everybody to be happy, which is why you call out those injustices, hoping that that person can heal, hoping that that situation can be healed so they can move forward, so they can actually truly be happy and not having to feel like they got to interfere with other people's happiness for them to be happy. You got the Knight of Feathers, the High Priestess, 33 on the timer. All right, so you have the Knight of Feathers, Paul the Apostle. At once he began to preach in the synagogues that Jesus is the Son of God. Acts 9:20. Acts, actions. Go ahead and embrace your calling. Get to talking. Get to sharing. The High Priestess, Mary Magdalene. And there's so much so unknown, and that's why that card suits her. Because there is so much that is unknown about Mary Magdalene. It just makes sense that she's considered the high priestess in this card deck. Because nobody really knows too much about her. Nobody really knows the insight that she does have. Like, she was actually one of the disciples. The only woman. Let's be honest about it. But is that shared? No, not too much. So know that you have the insight and the guidance, not just from your intuition and from the past experiences and the wisdom you gain, but also from Father, Mother, God, also from the archangels, from your divine spiritual team of light that has been there guiding you every single step of the way, that has not abandoned you and never will abandon you. And if something does come up that knocks you out of balance, go ahead and take on the wisdom and the experience, because it's there for a purpose to be trained. And who, what, how, where, whatever that you needed, and then being able to move forward, even if it causes a little bit of righteous anger for you to call out some injustices, because trust and believe it's not just happening to you, it's happening to other people. So you call out them energies, you're destroying them as well. And look, they're like Horcruxes. If y'all watch Harry Potter, every time you destroyed a Horcrux, Voldemort, he felt that. And he got weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. The more you cast out negative energies and demonic energies and entities and auras and all that nonsense, the weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker they're going to get. But they don't want you to know that. That's why they don't want you to watch movies like Harry Potter and things like that, because, oh, it's what's but there are jewels and gems up in that information right there. Jewels and gems in that information. It just depends on how your mind is set. That's why you got to be strong and firm in what it is that you believe in. After he said this, okay, got the 8 chalices, the ascension of Jesus. After he said this, he was taken up before their very eyes, and a cloud hid him from their sights. Acts 1:9. Your ascension, you're rising. You are ascending. Check out the astrology, because Lucifer came out in his reading. So check out the astrology and seeing everything that's going on, because there's a lot of cleansing. There's a lot of resets happening. I mean, new beginning. Like, it's seriously release and let go so that you can embrace your soul song even more. 4 candles, the ark brought to Jerusalem. Wearing a linen ephod, David was dancing before the Lord with all his might, while he and all Israel were bringing up the ark of the Lord with shouts and the sound of triumph. 2 Samuel 6:14 through 16. You're getting there. You're almost there. You know that each and every single last one of us, especially when you accept that calling, your purpose, your mission, your life path, that you become a treasure to God. You are placed in God's ark. You are an individual ark of God, which is beautiful. You're able to master the waves and the seas, no matter what these people are doing and trying to bring. Sorry, it said low battery. All right, so we have the Ace of Grains. I will give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. Joshua 1:3, entering the promised land. Well, okay, we definitely going, okay, when I got, hold on, the high priestess, because that was beautiful. You are going to where it is you need to go. Embrace your duality. There was like 3 cards that came out, but that was the one I seen. Embrace your duality. Embrace your masculine and your feminine energy. Embrace your quirks and everything about you. Brilliant beliefs. Luminous life force. Personal power. I love this. I love when this happened. Card 45. Stable foundations, that's able to be stable throughout all the changes, and those stable foundations can create and cause change as well, which brings about completion so that you can release and let go and embrace your soul song, because you believe in what it is that you believe in. You are guided, you are protected divinely. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Until next time, peace.